Hey guys, it's Judy from Nutrition with Judy. Happy New Year, happy new decade. It is 2020 now, and I am so excited for everyone. I'm so excited for all of you that have completed the Carnivore 75 Hard Challenge. I have already sent out a community email. I've sent out multiple posts about the end of the community challenge. And while technically we are now in the Carnivore 75 Hard Bridge, I just wanted to get on here really quick and just give a few words of sentiment that I've been feeling, and just saying thank you, and just sort of like my last 2 cents, like my last words in terms of Carnivore 75 Hard as we now look to 2020 and as we continue to look for optimal health, but also now start the bridge portion of Carnivore 75 Hard. So I just wanted to say, guys, I hope you guys realize that Carnivore 75 Hard is hard. It is something that from the very beginning we knew would be a lot of hard work, and it would take a lot of hard to complete. A lot of us didn't complete, and that is okay. Maybe it takes another round, another time for us to complete, and when it's time that we will be ready. I hope that instead of being hard on yourself for not completing or going down a shame spiral, I hope that you take this time to think about what made you not be able to complete. What were the obstacles? What were the hardships that caused you to steer a different way and not complete Carnivore 75 Hard when you had all the intention of completing? I hope you guys use this as a stepping stone to then see if maybe the next time that you can actually try to complete. I hope you guys realize that the Carnivore 75 Hard private Facebook group will always be available. I won't be on as often, but I will check in on here and there to provide community support as I can. For those of you that did complete, I just wanted to applaud you. I want to congratulate you. It is probably the hardest time of the year to do a community challenge that is based on eating pure meat and 0 sugar, 0 sweeteners. So for those of you that were able to finish, congratulations. It was very hard. I mean, it was hard for myself, and I'm the one that created this whole thing. So I just want you guys to know that this was a big deal, and I hope it really showed you resiliency and grit and what you're truly able to achieve. And I hope that then you can now use this for other skills in your life and other challenges and obstacles and thoughts that maybe you can't complete something, or maybe you can't do this one thing, or something at your job or your family, or anything that now you know that if you plan it out and you have a course of action that you want to do, that you can really do anything. So I hope that this has given you hope, and it has shown you how strong you really are. And so I hope you continue to do these things in your life that will provide you optimal health and to allow you to live your best life. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Carnivore 75 Hard. So I hope you guys were able to do the nutrition component. I hope you guys were able to taste how it is to be free from food addiction. I know it was really hard probably, right, to get off of sugar, sweeteners, any little bit of sugar, but I hope you guys were able to notice, wow, like once you're not eating sugar or carbs, that you feel, ironically, food freedom. And I hope you guys were able to feel how it is not to crave sweet things, to actually see some sweet stuff or junk foods around, and that maybe the emotional attachment is there, but the physical component of wanting to eat it because you're, having those mind battles of like, I really want that, you're salivating, like none of that was there. I hope you guys were able to experience fasting and not having to snack. I mean, that is a big deal, especially during the holidays. I hope you guys are able to continue fasting, and that as time progresses that you are able to fast more. There are just so many benefits with fasting. It is part of every single religion. It has been with the human population for ages and ages. I talk about this a little bit in my upcoming Carnivore Cure book, but fasting is something that I think everyone should practice, whether you are diseased or not. It is something that will support you to have longevity and optimal health. All right, let's talk about movement. So I hope you guys were able to move. I know that for some of us, it was only summer, so it wasn't a big deal, but I hope that for the people that were in the winter weather, the harsh snows, the rain, the wind. I hope you guys were able to still do your movement and show that you can do hard. I know it wasn't always perfect and the terrain isn't always known, but this also shows you that, hey, I need to be present. I can't be in my head thinking about what I'm going to do next, what my plans are, or what upset me that day, but instead you have to figure out where can I step next so that I don't fall on my face. I hope that you guys continue to do movement, especially when the sun comes out, so that you get your vitamin D, you get the sun, you get the benefits of the sun and just being outside. And on top of that, a lot of you guys walked with your friends, family, your dogs, your pets. It's such a great opportunity to have community while you are doing movement. I hope you guys continue to do movement because there are so many benefits for your body as you do movement. All right, let's talk about mindset. I hope you guys were able to see that even on hard days when you were forced to think of the good, and as annoying as that probably was, that you were able to see good even on a hard day, even on a bad day. And that just shows like mindset is so huge, right? So we can always think of the worst, right? If you saw my YouTube Q&A with Bill von Hippel, the social psychologist who has amazing studies about why we do the things and why we think negatively and how we can think more positively and have more positive lives, he talks about that just from a survival perspective, we need to think about the bad things because it's the bad things that can be dangerous for our health. And so we naturally may be inclined to look and think about the negative things because it's sort of a protective mechanism from a human perspective. And so while we may not have to run from a tiger anymore, that still may be a part of our DNA. And so we need to think positively. At the end of the day, when you focus on the bad, the only person you're really hurting is yourself. Because remember, the way that cognitive behavioral therapy talks about this is you have thoughts that affect your behaviors and they are affected because of cues. And so even if you have a cue, but you changed your thought, then it'll ultimately change your behavior. If you remember the first Carnivore 75 Hard YouTube video, there was an example I gave of a study where the people that thought they had no luck only saw the task at hand and they never looked at the bigger picture. They missed some of the positives and they missed out on free money. And so don't be the people that think that you are unlucky. Look at the big picture, look at the whole newspaper. I definitely recommend you watching that YouTube video if you don't know what study I'm talking about. All right guys, so community. All right, I know this was hard for some of you guys. Some of you don't see a lot of other people outside of your family. There were actually many days that I didn't see a lot of people outside of my family. So my husband and Caleb and Aiden probably got a lot more compliments than they normally do. But this was really to show that, hey, you know, a small gesture, a small compliment could really do a big impact on someone else's life. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know if they're having a hard day and it is your smile, your compliment that makes their day better, and that they then pay it forward and they compliment someone else, and that you may have just changed the trajectory of their day for them. I liken it to the butterfly effect. I know it's unrealistic to compliment someone every day, but I hope that this community component showed you the importance of connecting and complimenting and just being part of a community and feeling that genuine connection that actually connects us. All right, so the Carnivore 75 Hard Bridge, please don't forget to download the worksheets. They'll be so beneficial for you in terms of self-introspection. It's the perfect time to do it. It's the new year, a new decade. Figure out why you do things, what is important to you, how you are motivated. These worksheets should help you out and get those things written down. Sometimes just to write it down on paper is so beneficial. The Carnivore 75 Hard Bridge will last for about 25 days. And I mean, the Facebook group will always be around. This is really to acclimate you to see what's next for you after the Carnivore 75 Hard. All right, so we need to talk about the sponsors and the prizes. Obviously, that's a big thing that's left over. I still need to tell you guys who the winner of the cookbook challenge is. So once I release that, I will announce the winner and you guys will win some cool Redmond sea salt. And so the sponsors, I'll also post about that too, but I'm going to ask you guys to carry some of the onus. And so I'll be sending out a community email. So make sure and sign up for the community email. From all the information I collect, I am planning on sharing a lookbook with you guys. It might be really simple, but for the people that complete, you will get sort of like a memory yearbook from me. All right, guys, thank you so much for being part of this challenge. I just wanted to say thank you. You guys have changed my life. It has been such an overwhelming experience. You guys have shown me hope and community, and it has been so motivating. I hope that Carnivore 75 Hard has allowed you to start the new year, the new decade on a new foot, and has you even closer to living your best life and getting back to optimal health. I am so excited for 2020. Nutrition with Judy has so much more coming out. I am coming out with the Carnivore Cure, my personal book that I have put a lot of time into, putting a lot more content in terms of carnivore, how it's the perfect elimination diet, how it's even good to start introducing foods again, possibly even plant foods, what are the most ideal plant foods, and then a lot about carnivore. Why carnivore, why a meat-based diet is ultimately the best diet for you. There will be a ton of infographics. It is taking me forever, but I am so excited to share this with you guys. There will also be a fee-based community program for Carnivore Cure. It'll help you walk through a lot of the components, a lot of the elimination diet, a lot of the reintroduction, and a lot of the community support. I will also be at KetoCon as a speaker. I am going to talk about holistic health and community. And so you guys know for sure I will be talking about Carnivore 75 Hard. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful start to the new year, to the new decade. Remember, guys, make sure to eat a lot of meat. Take care of your bodies because it is the only place you have to live. If I could only show you guys seriously what I have seen through the last 75 days, I have been so touched, and I hope one day I can be able to relay that, and I hope you guys truly get back to health because that is the only reason I am here. Take care, guys, and Happy New Year. Bye.